Hello everybody, welcome back. To end of Fate 2. Last episode we did Temperance, now moving on to Devil. What could possibly go wrong, huh? Besides pretty much everything. Okay. 4 lives hang in the balance as a mysterious stranger offers help for a price. Prepare for chance card games. Okay. Prepare for combat against Empire. Okay, so we can't take a companion. Reminds me of Potato Boy. Anyway, which means we can't take any of those. Okay. Let's go with some of the usual ones. Which will be the Drunken Knights again, the Fair Old Maiden. If I can find them, there we go. Pauper Plague, I like that one, Nike.
Don't you?
Where is the Old Maiden one? Maybe at the front, because we now have a token for that. Where is that? Is it just impossible now? Oh, there it is. Okay. Chance. You want to get Goblin Town? Yeah, I think we do. I guess we take... Lose any in dice. We never got any dice. Let's put in that. Mystery chest, purgatory. Oh, there's only 6 possible ones. That's not a lot. Okay. For Empire, we will get Hamas. We have a hammer that's good against... We can put in all of our platinum cards. I'm not gonna say no to that. I think these are the only 2 ones. How much damage do you do anyway? 26. Let's put some armor in. Some helmets. Oh, 6 again. Okay, I'll accept that then. 6 supplies. Okay, food. Worker's helm. Battered helm. Fate's path. Leather armor. And why not the extra gold? Okay, this is what we get. Oh, I get it. 666.
Those who travel with you are more than mere pawns in this story. They have their own goals and their own needs. Yet their stories have ended, or they would be here by your side, would they not? The devil calls, and we must find the possible in the impossible if we wish to push forward.
You arrive at the tavern one evening, anxious to settle beside a roaring fire with your companions. As you enter, however, you're surprised to find no familiar faces. Oh, it's all of our companions. Your friend Ariadne lies stricken at our temple. You arrive at the temple to find Ariadne lying on a simple bed, attended to by a church official. He explains that she has been stricken with dark magic and that is slowly draining her life. Somehow this malady resists our attempts at curing. The officials say, sadly, it's as if their very soul were poisoned. I'm sorry, her time is limited. It's not my place to say, the young cleric whispers, but perhaps there are other places you may seek help. In my work helping northern refugees, I've heard tales of their high priestess, a mystic of sorts, who moves freely between the realm of men and the world beyond. If anyone could help your friend, it would be her. You know that the northern priestess will not see you unless you possess enough blessings, but you have a few options. With the young cleric's help, you ready Ariadne for transport and leave the temple. We need to get 4 blessings. Well, we already have 1, so there's the thing. Visit the Gold Mountain. Money! Let's try Goblin Town. Cool. Selling an array of teas, places, happy... Yeah, just get something, right? Yeah, 7 foods, okay. And I think that is it, right? Yep.
Given times are so dark, you are lucky to have allies willing to assist.
You walk past the black, plain-looking carriage when the door suddenly opens and a huge pair of hands lift you inside. The carriage leaps forward as the door is shut and you find yourself sprawled on a seat opposite a huge, powerfully built but unusually ugly man. Lord Apollyon requests your presence. Didn't we kill that guy? Creature is silent the rest of the journey until you arrive at an impressive manor house. You exit the carriage and are brought into a large hall for an audience with Lord Apollyon. Okay, we do have our hammer ready. What do we need to do with this thing? Bash 40 enemies as they... Well, that's easy enough. Now the great adventurer herself, Apollyon begins smiling broadly and stepping forward to greet you. He bows slightly. Heard of your exploits? I too am but a servant of the Empire and its people. Elect off my service if you ever need of them. I don't presume to wield a sword or dodge a claw troll as well. You, of course, okay. But do support good people with supplies and such, especially heroic figures as yourself. Paul invites you to stay and entertain him with stories of your adventures so far. He seems captivated by every word and several hours pass quickly. You lead an incredible life. I hope you return again soon with more enchanting tales. Apollyon takes an item from many adorning the wall, saying, please accept this paltry gift. Perhaps it will help you rescue your friend. Make it be a blessing. A purse, champion's plate mail.
More is sometimes better. Lacks nuance, though.
It's good defense, but we can't equip it. Allow my coachman to take you back, and please come visit again anytime. Okay.
Here's a token for you, if you can earn it.
I guess we should go back?
You have to wonder why anyone would help you. At least my motives are clear.
You return to the fine mansion of Lord Apollyon and are granted an immediate audience. How goes? Question Ariadne. Explain you like the blessings required to visit the High Priestess. Perhaps I could be of some assistance. I must confess that I have a weakness for games of chance. Apollyon leads you to a table in another room. A set of cards is already set up upon it. If you win, then I will provide the blessings you require. Yes, I have the means. You'd be surprised what magical trinkets end up in my possession as part of my work. If I win, then you must pose with me for my next portrait to be titled Champions of the Empire. Perhaps I shall have a statue of us made as well. I'll even stack the deck in your favor. After all, I enjoy the excitement of the game and care little for actual winning. Okay. I think you've played this game before. Gestures to a darkly robed man who you fail to notice standing in a shadowed corner. The man comes to stand before you, his deep voice slowly intoning words in a foreign tongue. My associate is a follower of an ancient religion that you may not be familiar with, but rest assured that his devotion is second to none. As you through the lengthy ritual, you feel yourself drifting in and out of consciousness, whether from the droning voice or the potent incense burnt you cannot say. That's a good one to have. That's a Good one too. Why do I feel like this is gonna go bad? I expect you'll want to begin your journey to the High Priestess immediately. I sincerely hope your friend makes a full recovery.
Devils wait in the darkness, but which devil will you focus on?
As you pass near a darkened alleyway one evening, a blackened and misshapen hand grasps you, pulling you close to the darkness. You stand on a precipice of ruin. The Dark Lord has taken an interest in your destiny and even now is engineering your downfall. The hunched creature pulls you with surprising strength further into the shadows. But I can help. There's a magnet that can help you beat him at his own game. We can craft it, you and I. Doing so may test your spirit, but it's better than eternal darkness, hey? He looks up at you, his yellow eyes glowing faintly. Do not fall to despair. We'll meet again soon.
You must ponder the ties that begin to bind. The trap is slowly laid for you.
You cross northern border and prepare yourself for a long journey up Mount Freitas. You are surprised, however, to find a band of northern warriors waiting for you. The High Priest is expecting you. The leader of the band declares. With their guides and protection, you quickly find yourself once more in the ritual house of Esmeranthia. Know why you have come? The giantess begins moving to inspect Ariadne. She quickly sneers, saying, "It's no wonder your holy people cannot heal her. This is no minor curse or spell from a magician. A beast of the underworld has tainted your friend's spirit, and without my help she will die. It is but a pause to consider you, who gaze boring into your soul. Think your fate will be the one day destroy the one who brings ruin to my people. Until then, the enemy of my enemy is my friend, yes? Queen of Frost sends you to another room as she prepares a ritual. Many hours later, you are summoned again. You find the queen standing over Ariadne, who, apart from being famished, appears fully recovered. Leave when you are ready, Esmeralda declares, turning to leave. But heed my warning, hero. A shadow hangs over your soul. Stray but a little, and you will fail to the ruin of us all. Okay, we got a companion. Malcolms told me he was going to the village of Rumstock to investigate a rumor of a magical artifact. Ariadne explains as you leave the ritual house I was to meet him there some days ago.
I cannot understand how you come to be here now, given the challenges that have stood before you.
As you journey towards Rumstock, you are disquieted by an increasing number of rumors concerning the village. It seems that every traveler coming from that direction has heard of terrible ritualistic murders being performed in the woods nearby. Rumors also suggest the mage responsible has been captured. I wonder who. This guy himself is a bard. Yep, there you go. One fellow declares, I saw him with my own eyes and he has the look of a killer. No worry, he is a man. There will be justice served for those poor souls when that necromancer burns at the stake. I guess we'll go there last. Okay. Can always use more stuff. I should probably look at camp what we can buy. Haven't had to do any combat yet. There is a chest for health. And it seems it's mostly gold that we can gain, nothing in the food department. Don't see any double blades. This is a bad idea. I think I'll go back. Smart. Dude, we are going to be stacked. Too easy, man. And it's gone. I don't know why I still like that, but I'm probably going to be liking that for a long time to come. Alright, I think we got like 25 gold, 30 gold out of that. Let's check camp, see what's for sale. let's see. Camp. I'll buy it. Okay. We don't need food. You again. You're camped on the side of the road in one moon's light when a familiar pair of yellow eyes suddenly appears beyond the light of the campfire. You have glimpsed your doom, I take it. The curses in the cards, you know. He limps from the shadows to sit next to you, although somehow the fire fails to illuminate his form at all. The spell will be your salvation requires several unique ingredients, the cloak trader explains. The first task will be to harvest the horn of a diabolic creature. I know of one that will be easy to overcome, he says, producing a silver whistle from his cloak. Strike quickly, though, or it may escape and you will spend countless lifetimes regretting it. The whistle releases a sharp note and a fiery portal appears between the two of you. A short-horned creature steps out as the portal closes again. Hey, Theophiles, you called, the devil asks, looking up at him. Oh, so that's probably going to be what we do need to do for the golden one. Actually finish this side quest thing. Child-sized creature seems oblivious to your presence at the moment. Strike from behind. With a mighty blow to the head, you knock the devil unconscious. Soon you have removed one of the beast's horns and handed it to Theophilus, who places it in a dark sack made from the same dark material as his cloak. That will do for the first element. I must immediately prepare it. And it leaves. He regards the limp form of the hellspawn. Do not be here when it wakes up, mortal. It will be angry, and you have not the means to kill it. Don't we have better armor now? No, you've got a better hat. Yes.
A suit of armor suited to your temperament.
Rethazire. Let's not. You again. You return to the fine mansion of Lord Apollyon and are granted immediate audience. You say that another of your friends is in peril. How fascinating. Relate some detail as to Malcolm's situation. You live in dangerous times indeed. Apollyon says, shaking his head. You have plans to save Malclips, Lord Apollyon asks. You explain that you have not yet visited the village of Rumstock to assess the situation. Expect to want to travel there immediately in order to save your friend. Would you like transport? Nah, I'll get there on my own. I think I should, like, ignore all of his offerings, that he's like the bad guy or something.
So the noose begins to tighten, and we question the very stakes.
Let's approach the village. A wooden stake with brushwood piled around it stands in the village center. A few peasants stand around, talking eagerly about the impending doom of the so-called necromancer. You track down the town mayor who, despite your pleas, refuses to consider sparing the mage's life. The creature's bound head to toe in blessed iron, and will stay that way until burning under a full moon. Good, decent folk from this town have been murdered, and I will see to it that they receive justice. You plead Malclip's innocence. And who are you that we should listen? The mayor exclaims. It will take more than the word of a nameless mercenary to free this creature of darkness. How about some money? No, okay, we have to go with this idea then, I guess. Confess that you cannot convince the village of Rumstock to free him. The dreadful peasants in the provinces can be savage folk, Apollyon declares, but have solution if you will but play the cards once more. If you win, then I will use my exceedingly influence to spread word of your great deeds and service to the people. Bards will sing your praise across the empire. The rabble love nothing more than a hero, a real defender of the people, Apollyon exclaims dryly. If it helps you, I'll even have my personal herald accompany you. Your needs are more particular in this case, so I must insist that you up the ante. If I win, you must stay and entertain my guests with tales of your adventures. No. Redraw. Another win, Apollyon exclaims. You're adept at both combat and the finer arts. I shall make plans with my associates tonight to support your cause. Apollyon declares by the time you reach Rumstock, your name will be legend.
You have proven yourself worthy.
I'll stick with this spike bone guard, I guess. Same defense. I also get easy escape and a spell curse. And less movement speed reduction. Nope. Alright. Woman tended to a garden spot, she sent her child to fetch the mayor. I almost said mayonnaise. Whoa. Minutes later, throng of other villagers approached, led by a balding man. Look, someone calls out, the hero of the Empire is in our village. You're here for a demon, of course, the mayor says as he approached. You must have heard that we captured it ourselves. Peasants all cheer. Don't worry, the mayor continues. We intend to burn it during the full moon. No, you won't. I ask the mayor to take you to Malclips, who you find sitting in a small cell, bound in silver chains set with glowing runes. With some effort, you manage to convince the mayor to release him into your custody for proper disposal. I'm sure you would know best when it comes to creatures of the underworld. But we have the fire planned and everybody is coming. Perhaps you could stay just until the full moon, you ask hopefully as you lead Malclips away. At the village, the mayor reluctantly removes Malclips' chain, stands well back as you leave. Thanks, Malclips says. Those country folk weren't kidding around. He goes on to relate how he was set upon as he entered the village, being accused for some local murders involving magic. Sure seemed that they knew I was coming, and where did they get those anti-magic chains from? Good question. I wonder if it's gonna be our buddy who's been helping us out. What about Estrella and Kolbjorn? He asks as you begin your journey back towards the capital.
So many enemies await you, and so many would stop you moving forward.
Next day, you stop to rest at a small inn. There are a few other patrons. You consume a sparse meal before retiring to your room. Moments later, you hear a noise on the window. It suddenly opens, allowing a hooded stranger to slip inside. Relax your sword arm, mercenaries, the woman exclaims, warding you away with an open hand. I seek only to deliver a message that your colleague Kolbjorn has been acquired by the guild. You see she continues leaning against this window. Still, with recent setbacks to our income potential, we've had to expand our enterprise with kidnapping and so on. And the rival tribe has an impressive bounty on your friend's head. It's all just business. For only 150 gold, you can buy your friend's life back, bring the gold to the East Market Square, and someone will contact you. I could have had that gold if I didn't buy fancy stuff, but... Otherwise, well, I can't say I'll be treated by those barbarians, the cloaked woman says, as she ducks back out of the window, vanishing into the darkness once more. It's quite a lot of money. Speaking of money, let's try... That's a lot of them, isn't it? What weapon do we have? The worker's hammer. Yeah, alright. First bit of combat and we're already 2 levels through. I think this is one of those things that's going to like massively explode when we're at the end. I don't know why. Like, ooh, you had to save one companion without the help of him. It's taking a while to load. Worker's hammer. There are subtle weapons, there are weapons for delicate and skilled hand, and then there's this. A hammer. No real reason for me to... Yep. Yep. First hit. Could have been worse. These are the red guys, if I recall. Okay, let's give us a little bit more gold. I don't think we'll get to 150. We would have if I didn't go up that high, but... Okay, 2 fame, 10 gold. Another 10. We're halfway there, but with only 3 more events to go. Said resting next to a river one afternoon when Theophilus' dark form rises slowly from the water and limps towards you. He appears to be completely dry when he stops before you. Mortals often contemplate their own doomed existence in the light of the setting sun, but yours is more doomed than most. Should make some progress on your spell. Stranger speaks. I've offered to help you with no mention of reward for myself. Of course you're suspicious of my intent. He stares to a distance for a moment before saying, I have my own reason for seeing a poor helpless soul escape the clutches of the Lord of Evil. Next step is normally as difficult to achieve as obtaining a devil horn, but luck is with us again. The agent of your downfall has provided us with exactly what we need. He gestures and your skin begins to glow. To possess so many blessings is rare for a mortal. I shall add their power to the mix. You feel up a small vial towards you, and with a sickening tug, you feel some part of you torn away. Take Fate's Path. Which one's this? Reduce the speed of a wheel. Each fail is considered failure from precision gambits. Take that one too. Oh. Yeah, alright. It'll do nicely. Some satisfaction as he seals the urn. Never lose hope, mortal. He calls as he returns to the river. The Dark One may still lose his prize yet.
Everything is a wager, but our difference is that we understand the game must have rules and definitions if it is to bind.
You enter a tavern one evening just as a gang of soldiers rise angrily from a table, leaving just a well-dressed civilian seated. You cheating son of a harpy, one of them yells. Gentlemen, please, I cannot help if it. Lady Luck has taken to me this fine evening. Nobody's that lucky, a soldier exclaims, drawing his sword. The other soldiers advance around the table. The other man suddenly leaps from his chair and ducks behind you, saying, Mercenary, I implore you, I am a humble and honest merchant in need of aid. Save me from this band of treacherous fiends, whom I have offended merely by playing fairly a number of games of chance, and I'll pay you with gold. Hey, that's our gold, Hansel, the soldier cries. We'll defend him, we need money. I don't think we'll get 75 money, but we might as well get some practicing against Empire, right? We got our hammer for it. And we need to... What was it? Bash or block or... something. Go get him. And none of these actually have a shield. So I don't think blocking against them is going to do me any good. Have a seat. Shot in the face. That can't be good. The hell was that kind of yelp? Come here, you. You got a lot of defense. We're still taking a lot of damage. We got like, what, 30 defense? It's not bad. Having dealt with the threat of the vengeful soldiers, return to find Lucky Hansel lying still behind the bench, an ordinary warrior crouched over him. A man who cheats has no honor, nor says. Matter of factly, sheathing his knife and hefting the merchant's money bags. He will not cheat me again. Northern moves to exit the tavern, gold in hand. Stop a Northerner from escaping with the gold.
The pendulum is ever changing, and the challenges it presents change too.
Well, that was a weird one. With Northern weighed down with gold, you managed to drag him to the ground. An Empire captain arrives. Oh, can I just get my money? An Empire captain arrives with a dozen men and separates you both, as well as taking a bag of gold. Looks like Handel's swindling days are over, but at least we've caught his two accomplices fighting over the spoils. One of the soldiers interrupts the captain, saying, "Wait, don't you know who this is?" He tells you some of your adventures. My apologies, the captain smiles and realized you were traveling in these parts. Good work capturing the Northerner. Too bad we didn't get Hansel alive. Yeah. And there's Apollyon again. Alright, come on. Give us money. Return to the fine mansion of Lord Apollyon and will grant an immediate audience. You say that another of your friends is in peril. How fascinating. Live dangerous times indeed. Still bear the mark of battle yourself. Sending his butler for a healing potion. Whatever. They did not have the ransom gold. Midday service. Sure. Sure. I don't know. Yeah, redraw. Woohoo! I'm the greatest! Even again, I think perhaps you're working a con on me. With a gesture from Apollyon, a small humanoid creature brings over a chest of gold. Hope that gold you ate your friend back in one piece. Do visit again sometime, let me know how it went. It is going weirdly, let me tell you that much.
Your allies, of course, help in times of trouble, but when the tables are turned...
What? I'm helping them. Approach the markets. You enter into a wide courtyard filled with stalls and milling citizens. Within moments you are roughly drawn into a shady corner, protected from prying eyes by a variety of hanging carpets. Hello again, the cloakwoman begins brightly. Her two beefy companions suddenly taking position on either side of you. How did we go? Are we saving any lives today? Hand over a sack of coins which is promptly seized by one of the large men. Hope that wasn't too much trouble to get your hands on. No one comments as the coins are counted. Eventually the man nods to the woman and the two men leave, taking the gold. No hard feelings, eh? It's just business. The woman smiles, drawing up her cloak. Suddenly she dashes away, vanishing behind a pile of rolled up carpets. Afraid you might have just been hoodwinked, you wander back through the crowds in time to see Kolbjorn being thrown from a moving wagon. You paid him, he says, standing and brushing himself off. I owe you my life. Yeah, again. Kolbjorn relates his tale of capture and confinement by the guild. Estrella wasn't with me when I was taken. I don't know what fate has befallen her.
One has to wonder why a sudden wave of carelessness has overtaken your allies.
Every single one of them. I think I may have mucked up. Like, I could have got 150 gold and it might have made it possible to save everybody else. Like, for instance, I've noticed that one failure card has always been added, so I had 1, then 2, now 3. If this trend goes on, I will have 4 out of 4 being just straight up failure. I don't know. A herald enters the marketplace and announces that Captain Estrella Fiore, traitor to the Empire, has been captured. She has been sentenced to death by the Emperor himself. The herald continues, let her fate be an example to all who would consider defying his will. They won't work, interrupts a commoner. More executions he hands out, the more the free people will rebel. The Emperor is cracking down on the lawlessness running rampant in the city. The herald responds, and you sound like a rebel yourself. Discreet inquiries leads you to learn that Estrella is being held in a remote Empire stronghold, but nobody claims knowledge of where it is. It's over there. Well, let's see what we need. How will we ever rescue Estrella if we cannot even find her? Ariadne asks in anguish. Our good friend Lord Apollyon.
I cannot tell you how much pleasure it gives me that those frauds who pretend to power now fall under the threat of imperial justice.
Step right up and marvel at the chest of many wonders, shouts a man draped in a colorful cloak. You there, warrior, he says, pointing in your direction. Pay to play, there's plenty to gain. I'm glad you asked. It's very simple to see. You guess what's in the chest. If you're correct, you keep the contents and guess again. But if you guess wrong, it's game over. Let's give it one Let there be food. Nope. Huh. Not even a gambit, huh?
Use the Empire to provide the fodder for your own challenges. I understand.
Oh, okay. The hell was happening over there? I don't know if there's going to be any more gambits, so let's buy a little bit more food too. Yeah, we'll leave. One day you come across a man wrapped in a torn grey cloak sitting on a rock by the path through a sparse wood. Greetings, mortal. Next time of your magical salvation is approaching, he begins without bothering to stand. You will meet a traveler on the outskirts of the forest. Trade with him to obtain the feather of an angel. Do not reveal what use you would have for it. I wish you luck. Let's trade, because I'm sure we can come to a mutually beneficial transaction. It happens I do have an angel feather traded from a kobold mystic in the western provinces. Do you need for anything in particular? Dwarfs ask shrewdly. No. Continue. Managed to convince the dwarf that the feather is probably a fake, worth a little more than a few beads in the torn half of a map you find in your pack. The dwarf is barely out of sight when Theophilus is suddenly beside saying the dwarf has never had such a valuable prize in his possession and perhaps never will again. But now it is time for the spell to be completed. Ooh, we actually succeeded on that. Okay, I thought there would be more. Anyway, Theophilus takes the feather and adds it to the spell concoction. The value gives a silent, bright flash, then returns to normal. At last, Theophilus cries in excitement, after all these years I will be free. Are you the evil guy? You lunge forward, reaching for the vial, but Theophilus is already opening it. Again, fairly easy.
Nicely timed.
No, Theophilus cries as you wrestle the vial from his grasp. Please, mortal, you understand this is my only chance for freedom. I was like you once, full of purpose and an inflated sense of destiny, Theophilus says bitterly. I dared to stake my soul on a card game. I've been enslaved since before the Empire formed, before even the Dragon Slayers waged their war. I've seen and done things that would drive you to madness. Without that vial, I shall suffer countless lifetimes more. See, I don't want to be a jerk, and I never have been a jerk. But I don't think our good friend Apollyon is... The huge success card is added to every chance card gambit. What secrets could this reveal? You've condemned me to eternal torment. Goodbye. Oh, we have to fight a shade, is that it? I'll beat that to a bloody pulp. No problem. We'll see if this turns to bite in the butt, though. Shades aren't too bad. This was salvation your allies turned against you. Rates can be in line for the... Come on, have a time. Well, at least you won't suffer because you're going to be, dead. If this makes me fail the mission, I will... do it again. Obviously, but... Now that I know the outcome... I don't know. There's no release for me, whispers he fades away, and soon it won't be for you either. Yeah, that sounds rather ominous, doesn't it? Judge the fine mansion of Lord Apollyon are granted immediate audience. You say that our friend of you is in peril? Yeah, we know. We live in dangerous times indeed. Shaking his head. Ask, change the topic. Wait. How goes your quest to save Estrella? Tell me about that ogre. You can't talk at length. Eventually you realize several hours have passed. Not much there. Ask for help. It's no trivial thing you wish to gamble for this day, Apollyon says, looking concerned. Even I cannot sway the Emperor's decision on your friend, and helping you intervene would be tantamount to treason. Perhaps you win, then I could give you the means to rescue your friends, but if I were to make such a gamble, you must risk something equally significant. If I win, you must serve me until I release you, or until I die, of course. Apollyon smiles softly at the suggestion. I know this... I can't win this, can I? Yeah. Yes. Confirm! Okay, so I did take the right choice. Apollyon sits silently for a moment, glaring at the cards before turning on you in anger. You cheated, how did you do it? Tell me what magic you possess. Room falls into shadow as Apollyon throws the table aside with a flick of his wrist and advances on you. Flames erupt from the hearth, and Apollyon seizes you, declaring, I must grant your prize, mortal, but know that I will not forget this. The world fades to darkness. I told you he was evil.
Can you hope to resolve things now?
You awaken later just out of sight of an Empire fort with various items and potions scattered around you. You gather what you can as carrion birds suddenly lose interest in you and fly away. I will not equip it. Again. It's less damage, but I do get that shockwave thing. Sure.
You may take their garb, but hopefully not their ideas.
No. Okay, now I'm even more questionable. 200 health. A call to arm rise from the walls as twin ballistas stall your advance. Imperial soldiers block the path ahead. So why give me... What? Hey, here's 100 extra health. Oh, you're gonna lose it again. What the hell? Okay. Henricus the Warden, loyal to the Emperor and unforgiving in battle, heavily armored, and knights can easily turn the tide of battle, use bash to break their armor. And my companion is not here. Okay. I kind of want to use my special. And I lost my special. How exactly? What the? What the hell is going on here? Why is nothing working? Okay, you got a combo. I'll try to keep... No, not him. Okay. Look at that, I'll actually be able to use this thing for once. Fear me, mighty hammer. Cool, that's gold, right? Give me that sweet, sweet gold. With birds already feasting on the greater part of the fort's garrison, you gain easy access to the fort and locate Estrella in her cell. Took her time, she says with a crooked smile. You briefly relate the difficulties that have beset your other companions as you exit the now deserted fort. Over the wardens say that someone gave them information. Told them right where I was going to be the day they ambushed me, Estrella says, pausing to relieve a fallen soldier of his weapon. Sound like someone with a lot of clout, so into a lot of trouble organizing all this. You're making some powerful enemies.
The impossible seems out of your grasp, at least for now.
So because I did it the right way, I didn't get the gold. What? Yeah. It's probably for the... I wonder if I was meant to give the potion and that he would come to my aid or something. I don't know.
There is much left to do, but we are beginning to.
Rescue your companions, Little Devil, Dwarven Haggler, Gambling Hansel, return to Rumstock. The Peeler, Dionysus Revenge, Ram Shield. Well, I'll admit, I thought I was set up for gold there, but despite doing everything assumingly right, maybe not the drink potion or gift potion, we didn't get gold. Anyway, that's going to do it for this episode. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you're still in the series. Feel free to show support by coming, like, and or subbing if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys all in the next episode. Bye, everyone.